The talents of young people need to be nurtured, but they also need to be future-proofed in a quick-changing technological world. It was in this spirit that Student Village hosted the Youth Month for Reals event in Rosebank in Joburg. It's aimed at sparking creativity within young content entrepreneurs. Before we speak to Student Village's Bonolo and Ntamu, let's watch the winning video.
If God was here with us today, I think I know what he would say. Some shit like, you're so beautiful, and your lips look nice. I got a new boat you should come with. I got a section for your luggage. Bring some fiction and a nightlight record player. When you're top 5, where we going? We should get lost. No more questions. Let the walk talk. I want you to come get lost with me. Ask you one more time before I tread too deep. So can you make up your...
Bonolo, a very good morning and welcome to the South African Morning. Firstly, congratulations on this creatively put together winning video. Talk to me about your creative process. I know there was an entire team behind you, but how did we get to that moment?
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today. I think it's important that I mention how, at Student Village, we live, we breathe youth. Like, we are all about youth. Youth gets us out of bed every morning. And so Youth Month, Youth Day is every day for us. So what we wanted to do was that we didn't want Youth Day or Youth Month to be confined to a single day or to a single event. So this event helped us amplify our efforts and create something that is relevant, that is meaningful, that the youth can really look at and say, this is what I want to be part of. So we came up with this amazing event called Student Village Youth Month for Reals. We wanted to make a real impact. We wanted the students and the youth and content creators and influencers, all the youngsters who are budding and really wanting to get into the social media creative space, to really get something and take something for themselves for real, something they can use to better themselves, to generate income, and to really take the social media space and just do something amazing with it.
And of course, Bonolo, this is the language that young people are speaking in present day, just globally, right? They speak in the language of reels. So just taking pictures and posting them on your social media platforms is not just the norm, but there needs to be a video that's attached to it, and the video has to be accompanied with music, if you will. And over and above that, the shots that are taken have to be so cleverly curated that you feel confident enough to post it on the socials to garner the ever-elusive engagement. I mean, what sort of advice do you have for young content creators who are wanting to come into the space, who may not have necessarily been featured on this Reels event?
Look, for me, I always say to people, there is space. If you have something unique, something you're passionate about, something that makes you wake up at night and you feel like you want to share that with the world, no matter whether it's something that's been done or has not been done, there is space. There is space for you. There is room for you. You just need to create it yourself. Get out there, explore the different social media channels, explore the different innovative tools and stuff that exists out there. Go ahead and look at what other creators are doing and find that sweet spot for you. Find that message, find that content, find that thing that, makes you stand out and say, hey, I'm actually going to do this, because there is space.
And what is the trend at the moment, or perhaps moving into the future? Where are we going to next? In as far as, if you can share perhaps like a template with how Reels are going to look like in the coming months or a year even.
Look, it's very difficult to actually even try and predict where reels are going to. But what we are seeing now is how video is really taking over. We're seeing it on TikTok. We're seeing this on Instagram. Video content is taking over. It's giving us such an amazing way to tell our story, to capture the moments that we go through, in our everyday life. So I think there's just so much room for creators to explore, even with the different elements that exist around creating those reels. I mean, we are seeing how, these social media platforms are starting to incorporate these great songs and music that exist out there. There's so much that brands and content creators can do to collaborate in creating these pieces of content. People can literally co-create content with each other. Brands can co-create with other brands. Brands can co-create with content creators. So there's just so much. I don't think we can actually just predict what is going to go on, but I do think this industry is definitely going to open up. The real world is going to open up. I mean, we are seeing all these social media platforms even increasing how long your video content can be, which shows that there is appetite. People don't actually mind sitting and scrolling through Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, just to find that content piece that speaks to them. So I think if we were to predict, then I would say that, long form content is coming into play. We are seeing people watching TV as well as going through their phones, creating content that align with what's going on TV or even on YouTube. So that is where I think reels are moving to.
Bonolo, in 30 seconds, everyone always talks about the money part of the equation. I mean, the monetizing of the social media platforms and people's personal pages, how does that actually work? Just in a few sentences, just sum it up for us, please.
Well, basically, you can create content, collaborate with brands, get brands to pay you so that you can create content for them or even, promote any of their offerings or product. So that's basically how it would work. You just need to be super dope at creating content, super great at communicating, telling a story, and boom, Bob's your uncle.